Once upon a time, there was a world without joy or sorrow. People were secluded, indifferent, and lived such narrow lives in this grey-painted world. But somewhere in this world, there was a village. And on the outskirts of this village lived a family. One day, a baby was born, and their home was filled with glee and happiness. All who came to meet the child would begin to feel so much more than they had before. Soon, the streets were filled with song and dance, people feeling love and hope for the very first time in recent memory. The baby girl had, in some unknowable way, saved them all. The village's joy never seemed to fade. The child grew, and, as all children do, became ever more curious, especially of the world outside the village. The stories of the grey, hopeless lives of people out there eventually made her determined to see it with her own eyes. Maybe she could help them open their hearts. She decided to leave the safety of her home to travel the great unknown. It would seem that every place the child visited and all the people she met would come to flourish just as the home she had left. She showed them the possibilities of emotions, giving them hope just by being herself. Eventually, she had visited all the parts of the world and painted it in the colors of the rainbow. But then, suddenly, sad news arrived from the home the child had left so long ago. It was devastating, and she felt something grow within her for the very first time. Hopelessness. It was unbearable and made the rest of the world too much to care for. All she now wished for was to go home and never feel this pain again. How could she ever live through such a loss? What is the point of living when it all just comes to an end? She thought. She ended her journey and traveled home. On board a ship that was taking her back to her family, the child leaned against the railing, looking out across the endless waters. She was still shaken by her loss, and did all she could to shut out the pain. Suddenly, a voice came traveling over the foggy ocean with a calm wind. It was the voice of the loved one she had lost. It told her, never stop feeling. Live in the present. Remember and cherish what have been. And most of all, never lose hope of the future. It told her to face the unknown with her dreams and to think of the possibilities in what tomorrow could bring. It said that we are all a part of a bigger story, and that story must be about love, understanding, and meaning. If people don't feel, there is no point of existence. As the voice faded away, she realized something she had not before. If the world was to be filled with love and hope, sadness and despair must also exist. She opened her heart and let the pain flow inside. The grief made tears roll down her cheeks, and she cried as the ship sailed across the ocean. Once her tears ran dry, the pain faded, leaving only memories of her lost loved one. They were of thankfulness and love. The child came home to her family and friends and lived a long and full life. Her mission was completed, and the world was now a place filled with laughter and tears, love and loss. She helped paint the world in all the colors of the rainbow. It was now up to the people of the world to continue to live with love and understanding. The child's name was Cleo.